A little more. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Say something. Say something, boy. Say something. Say something. Say something. We're not leaving until you say something. Come on, give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Give me, buddy. There you go. One more. One more.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Serpavelli, back in the place to be, La Merca Superior, Palace 81 Studios. We in live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy, Mr. 9 Times. And literally, I've been just trying to figure out the equipment. Over here, got some new toys. Yes, I did. I got some new toys, and we got a whole heap of shit to cover because literally we didn't even go over, like, I think the last two podcasts, I didn't even go over like 10% of what I really wanted to really dive into. But that's fine. You know what I mean? We gonna keep this party rocking on. You understand? So Greenlight 4 is out. If anybody doesn't know, if you've been hiding under a rock, if you just watched the podcast, Greenlight 4 is out. It took me like a month and a half to start working on it. I started working on it around the end of February, probably 2 weeks after I finished Love is Love. I finished Love is Love. I had probably like 4 or 5 beats that I wanted Greenlight 4 to be sounding like. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it was just like, for me, making music is always catching lightning in a bottle. It's not something that's manufactured, or it's not no super planned out type shit. With Greenlight 3, the promotion for Greenlight 3 was super, I probably started promoting it back, I don't even know when, probably like around August, or maybe even before that. But there was a while where I was promoting Greenlight 3 everywhere, and I just felt like there was very little I don't know what it is. I don't even know what the words I'm looking for. Like, I feel like the promotion versus what I got out of the album, just view-wise, plays and shit like that, it was, I don't know. Is the saying little to be desired or more to be desired? Like, I feel like there was just more that could have, I don't know. Every album, I try to figure out what it is I need to be doing now. So with Greenlight 3, the rollout was more like just promoting it, performing it at shows, and then saying Greenlight 3 is coming. And it's just very interesting, just trying to get, because my whole goal now is just to attract more listeners and more viewership for the album, because I with Greenlight 3 especially, I worked on it for 7 months versus Greenlight 4, I worked on it for a month and a half, and I feel like the reception has been better for Greenlight 4 in that I'm getting more people that are rocking with it. I don't know. There's a lot of factors in between that. 2 totally different albums. Greenlight 3 was more slower, and it was really me showcasing my producing abilities, not only with like the samples and the arranging of, but just that was like really the first time of me programming drums. So Greenlight 4, I really wanted to make it a point to where It has to feel different. It has to sound different. Just everything. Like Greenlight 4 has to be. If Greenlight 3 is like the. How should I say it? That you could. I don't know. If Greenlight 3 is like the shiny brand new car you're buying, Greenlight 4 is like the car that you've always wanted your uncle to give you or sell you or something like that, but it's just like that prized possession. Like, no, you can't get this. That's what I wanted Greenlight 4 to sound like. I wanted it to be untouchable. I wanted it to be more aggressive. Not even just the production, but the lyrics. I wanted to rap faster, and that's something that I've been wanting to explore, because I don't rap fast. I rap pretty slow. But I mean, I always rap slow, so I wanted to break away from that. I wanted to speed it up this time with Greenlight 4. Yeah, Greenlight 3 was just heavily promoted. It's pretty chill, laid back, you know what I mean? It has like this, like you could smoke to it, versus Greenlight 4. I wanted to make it more edgier, more everything that I felt like was missing with 3, I wanted 4 to have. Just more aggressive, more ethereal, just more in every way that 3 wasn't. If I could have a whole album, like maybe like Copper Jackets on 3, or Embers like on 4, I would love to have a whole album like that. But that's what I think is the beauty in the album. If I had a whole album of Embers, you'd be like, it all just sounds like one song. But I vehemently went. Oh, and also too, Greenlight 3 had most of the drums came from one pack. Greenlight 4, almost all the drums, well, pretty much all the drums came from different packs. And I just love it. I love the fact that, and it's interesting because Greenlight 3 had more samples that had got from. It's interesting because 6 of the songs from Greenlight 3 were from samples that I had dug in Riverside, and 4 had so 6 records came from Riverside, 3 didn't, versus Greenlight 4, 3 samples came from Riverside and the 6 did not. I just think that's very interesting, you know what I mean? I love the numerology aspect of it all. What was I going with this shit? Let me see. Greenlight 4 was darker for sure. It definitely has like, I wish I had that. What is that shit? Is it synesthesia where you see the sounds and all that shit? Like as colors? If Greenlight 3 was a cool bright green, Greenlight 4 was a dark forest rugged Army Ranger green for sure. I was really angry with Greenlight 4, coming off of Love Is Love, being all slow and kind of heartbreaky, really introspective. Love Is Love. Greenlight 4 had to be like ignorant, aggressive, in your face, cutthroat. That album to me is what it is. I'm not gonna when I go on and I talk about the albums, I don't want to give you everything. I just want to give you what I feel like where I was at, and definitely I was super just angry, especially just because 3 and 4 I pretty much wrote while I was working. Super crazy. I don't know if that's like Greenlight 3, I wrote it, like at work while I was just chilling. And 4, it was more so I would write it when I could. Like during 3, I had the luxury of just chilling at work and pretty much getting paid to just write songs, versus 4, it was like I had to find a way to do it on the clock, but I wasn't able to like relax. So 4 was just like a lot of things were going on. I felt like I had to speak on a lot of things with my energy that I wasn't happy with. So obviously everything that I do, like in my everything that goes on in my life, it ends up on the mic. But I don't know, 4 just had a very interesting, it'll forever live on. And that's why when like shout out to Dottie, he came through, didn't even charge me for the photos. We just wanted to make magic happen. That's why I think it's super great that he took the photos. Well, I don't know if he took them in black and white, but he sent them to me in black and white. You know, me with the shoddy on my shoulder. It was just like perfect because that's how I feel like the album is. It's just like it's in black and white, and that I don't like 3 had like the cover was really pretty and very like with the rifle was very in your face, right? 4, I wanted it like it just I don't know. It to me it was just more so 3. The cover looked pretty, so it sounded prettier. 4 was just like really sharp. The cover is sharp, the music is sharp, and I want to thank Dottie because he brought it to life. You know what I mean? With the cover with the shoot, my mom was super mad. You know, my mom has me no ansias, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I think I said it in the Instagram post. Like, not everybody's gonna understand your vision until they see it. You got to be groundbreaking with your ideas. You can't just be stealing them all the time. You got to be out there with what it is, and that whole album really felt uncomfortable. The process of making it, I was like, fuck, I don't know if I could do this. Because I really wanted everything to be different, just very, very unique in the fact that I only gave myself pretty much 2 months to do it. What is it? I didn't know if I could. I didn't know if I could find the samples that I wanted because literally I was just like, no, this isn't what I wanted. And trust me, a lot of the samples I were finding were very good. It just didn't sound like 4 to me. So 4 was like very much in a time constraint. And to me, I feel like that's really where I could squeeze all the creative juices and really get it down to the wires, where I feel like a lot of it could be made, because 3 was more so one track was being kept a month. I obviously recorded more shit, but it was once a month. Yeah, like if it was once a month, and then maybe I made 2 or 3 tracks from 3 within like a month. But now I understand that that's totally doable. I could, if I gave myself 2 months, let's just say 2 months a week, 9 weeks or whatever, that's one song a week. And I pretty much was doing that on top of, while I was doing a Greenlight 4 was being made at the tail end of me and Chava's album that we got with JBL. I don't want to, I gave y'all an exclusive, but that's going to come out, right? A little later rather than sooner, probably at the start of the fourth quarter. Chava's got his own shit going on. I got my own shit going on. And I want to let the albums breathe. Like the whole thing with the Family Man / Mac, we did that 2 weeks after Love Is Love came out. Greenlight 3.5 came out in the beginning of January, in the middle of February, Love Is Love, at the end of February, what is it? Family Man. And then now we got Greenlight 4. Chava's probably going to come out with his album probably soon. Probably, I'll say July. Then I'm planning another release for everybody in June. So the whole planning everything and all that, I don't have beat tapes lined up. I'm pretty sure there's songs and beats that I have that I've been doing. It's just my focus right now isn't on beat tapes or like the the B sides of like Greenlight 4, Love Is Love, shit like that. It's more so fucking, I'm gonna make the albums I want, and then whatever gets cut from there, we'll see what happens. Maybe at the end of the year, something like that. I really don't know, because I'm already planning the next album. Like, they're already in production. The album with me and NC, the album with me and Big Classic. Y'all, I don't know, I probably didn't say that, but you guys should know. I mean, these are the dudes that I work with. So I got it all figured out, but just going back, wrapping it up with Greenlight 3 and 4. I wanted to give something to y'all new that I wanted y'all to really appreciate, and I hope y'all appreciate it. So Greenlight 4 is everywhere. It's everywhere. I'm pretty sure on all streaming platforms, or at least 90% of them. Like, if you're into those weird like subscriptions and Tidal, I mean, it's not weird, but it's like, who really has Tidal, or fucking Pandora? Who really has Pandora? I don't know. Yeah. So I was really thinking about 50 Cent. 50 Cent, his career. Obviously, I love his shows. BMF is like, I don't know, man. BMF is really, I don't even know if I'm going to watch the 4th season. If I still have stars, I'm obviously going to watch it. But I'm so hyped up about Force Raising Kanan. And Ghost is like, man, Fifth, if we don't get a great go, like I'll be glad if the first part of the last season of Ghost, I'm gonna be glad. I'm gonna be like just watching it to see how it ends, literally, because I've been on this ride this long. I don't know what it is, man. All the shows have been like, Power had that problem where like there were moments in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th season where it was just like, this feels like filler, doesn't feel strong. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me, or if it's just my opinion, but just giving 50 his flowers. He said, fuck the streets, I'm gonna get this money. And y'all call them sellouts and shit, but like, do you really want them to be stuck in the hood? Keeping it real? Cause like, keeping it real never made nobody like successful, really. Keeping it like real and you stay in the hood and all that shit, that's all some bullshit to me, bruh. If I ever stayed in a box where people wanted me, I would never grow, and I would have never been the person I am today. Literally, there's been so much adversity, especially in the start, because in the start, I feel like is where you get the most amount of hate, and then when you're successful, the hate comes full circle to come and get you. In the beginning, people were like, I don't understand what you're doing, like, this is just like a hobby or whatever it is. And now I feel like people are really seeing, oh shit, you know, this shit is gonna be dope. Over the weekend, it was we threw my grandma a party here at the house. And it's so crazy, like, I hadn't seen my cousin since Thanksgiving, which was like half a year ago. And it's crazy, like, just fucking time flies by. And it makes me wonder, you know, with people who don't have the passions that artists like me do, what do you do with your life? Do you just get drunk and high? It just seems like that's what happens. You know, my cousin was like, fuck, fool, like, I haven't seen you like in forever and shit like that. And I just don't keep the track of time. I'm so busy doing my own shit. And it's crazy because obviously, like, with my cousins like KO and Rigor, well, fuck, actually, no, they're not that close. It honestly probably be further. Like, it'd probably be close. I'm closer probably to Rigor than KO is to Rigor. Because Rigor lives in the high desert and fucking KO lives like fucking 30 minutes south of here. So either way, it's kind of wild when we all come together now because we're all adults and we're all doing our own thing, and we all live far from each other at this point now. Well, I mean, I guess we kind of always lived far before, but it was like the meeting where everybody would get together would be my grandma's house. And now that's kind of not really the case. Like no one, like my grandma's super old. She can't be having parties at her house. The last party we had at my grandma's house, I forgot who the fuck. I think it was for I think KO's baby shower. And then, Thanksgiving, they announced that he was having another baby. And then seeing KO's girl, I was like, oh shit, like, there she is with a full belly, and I think she's due in June and shit like that. And it's like, wow, bro, like he's got a Taurus baby, and he might even have a Gemini. What is June? June is Gemini, right? Because it's what, the middle of May to the middle of June, and then Cancer, right? Fuck. I was super, I knew all this shit off the top of my head, the astrology shit, but yeah, he's going to have his hands full. He's a Pisces. He had a Taurus. He's probably going to have a Gemini. I told him, I told him, I was like, yo, you're his daughter, my niece, Ellie, I can already tell she's going to have mad attitude. And I told him, I was like, yo, you're going to have a handful with this one, bruh. And from what it looks like, if he does have a Gemini, he's gonna have another daughter. So if he has a Gemini daughter, they're gonna be two completely different people, like for sure. The new one's gonna be more of an airhead, and Ellie's gonna be. I already could tell because she already has qualities like my sister, like a true Taurus, very stubborn, very fixed earth. So it's just like she's gonna be like, no, I don't give a fuck, and that's just how I'm gonna roll. You know what I mean? I told him, I was like, yo, she's gonna give you a lot of attitude. She ain't gonna give me attitude. No, she is, bro. Just wait for it. You know what I mean? And then I told him, like, you know what I mean? She's like my favorite niece. You know what I mean? Just because it's like, when I look at her, I see my cousin, Juliana, and it's crazy. Like, it's just wild. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just like with my other nieces and nephews, I haven't felt like this about any of my nieces or nephews since Emma. And Emma lives up there in the high desert and shit. And it sucks. It really I wish I could go see her, but I'm not like tight like that with her moms, and then obviously with her godmother. We're like not even on talking terms. The party was supposed to be for my grandma, Ellie, my sister, and all that shit. And my sister didn't even show up. So it was just like, I don't know. You can't have no excuse. I can give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, yeah, you have a new house and yada, yada, yada. But I don't know, bruh. I really don't know what the future holds. All I know is like, what I am going to do with Ellie that I didn't do with Emma is like really make it a point to be close and tight as much as I can. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking over here going to be like, Captain Save a fucking family or whatever. But it's just more so like family is everything. And that really made me see that, because I was on some, you know what I mean? Fuck everybody and all that shit. But it's just kind of like, you got to let that shit go. I felt like I was holding on to a whole bunch of shit that Saturday when I seen everybody, and just like with time heals everything. And now I'm just like, whatever dark negative shit I had towards anybody in the family, like now it's just kind of like, it's kind of flying away. Like it doesn't really mean that much shit to me anymore, versus like I really had a chip on my shoulder before, and now I really see myself being like, you know what, like, these are my family. I grew up with these guys, and just, obviously I'm not gonna, it's one step at a time type shit, because I'm not just about to forgive everything like water under the bridge. It kind of is water under the bridge, but it's more like atole, very slow, very, one step at a time. So I think that was dope, seeing everybody again, especially when my grandma, she was like crying. And then that made everybody cry and shit. And the fact that my grandma, she's older. And I never thought we'd get to this point. I thought my grandma would like fucking, I don't know, two ways with it. I thought my grandma would have passed earlier on, or she would have lived forever. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Like, just thinking about how my grandma, I always thought like my grandma retired, and she was just taking care of us. My grandma been getting money, bro. My grandma been had properties. Like, she's been kicking back. And I never knew, like, I just never knew, like, how was she able to, like, afford to support herself, my uncle, and all her grandchildren. Obviously, my tios, my parents, they helped her. But just doing it all on your own is fucking, I mean, not doing it all, but like doing it for the majority, like alone, is challenging. You had, my grandma took care of the older ones, which would be my sister and my cousin. But then as soon there was like gaps, right? So I think my sister is 4 years older than my cousin. So you had that like 4 year gap. But even still then, like after, with my cousin, it was like all of us was just going in because you had cousin number 1, you had B, KO. Then who's that? Then would it be me? I guess I would be the older ones after KO. B, KO, me, J, A. And is that us? The 5 of us? I think so. The 5 of us, we weren't all... Were we all attending high school at the same time? We might have not. I don't know. I don't really remember. Maybe B had graduated by the time I was a freshman. I have no idea. That shit was so long ago. But at one point, I think there was 5 of us all within high school, and we would all wear the RIP Jaime shirts. And people would be like, "Who is that? Is that like a band or some shit like that?" And we're like, "No, that's cousin." You know what I mean? That shit was wild. Interesting times, bruh. Maybe I'll get more in depth in my high school life later. But yeah, that's just wild. Let me see. I have all my notes and shit all fucking. And it's crazy because I have dreams about school, which is weird. And not like cool dreams where like I'm getting taught shit. I have literally dreams of me being late to class and literally feeling the anxiety of like, oh shit, like I'm gonna be late, or fucking like you're new to school, so you're like, do I go here? No, dog, like your class is on the other side, and you're like, oh fuck, so you gotta go, and it's a fucking nightmare, you know what I mean? I dreamed about driving to school and then like trying to leave, but like these cheerleaders were like doing the routine into the parking lot. And that's when I knew, I was like, this is a fucking dream. There's no fucking way this is real. And so I ended up having to park in the same spot I left. And then as soon as I parked, I woke up and I had slept for like an hour at like 10 in the morning, which like that never happens, where I just wake up, go for my walk, take a shower, and then like take a nap. That never happens. Like if I'm fucking 65 years old and shit, this shit was wild, bro. So the dreams, they come and go in weird spurts. Like I might have like 2-3 days in a row where I have like weird dreams, but I don't really have like them kind of dreams anymore, especially like the school ones. Like that was one where I was like, oh shit, I forgot, like I dreamed about school again, you know? I have no desire to go back to school, even if it does make me more money. I don't like school. The fact that even if, like now at this point, I'd have to be going to school part-time, going to work full-time. That's not what I want to do. That's not what's going to happen at all. I don't want to do it. Even if it does make me like a lot more money, it's just like, because with me, I don't plan on working my whole fucking life. I plan on being a superstar. And superstars don't have 9 to 5. Superstars don't go to school. Superstars are in the sky, free as a bird. You know what I mean? I hate doing this too. I hate having to go back to my notes because it just seems like super inorganic. The fact that, what's up, buddy? You want to say some shit? What? Bashley, what? Come here. Come here, shit. You got up? So we gotta face the wrath of the aftermath. Come here. Come here, boy, while I look over my notes and shit. Come here. No. Come right here. Right over here. That's right. They heard you. Come here. Say hi to the program. We're gonna go out. I'm gonna take you out right now, but come here. Come here. We're almost done. Just give me like 15 more minutes. Come here. Over here. Over here. Oh. Up. Up. Say hi to the program, boy. Ooh. Look at that. Hey, buddy. You wanna say hi? Want to say hi to the program, buddy? Say hi. Why do you always do this? Say hi. Say something. Say something. A little more. Let me hear you. Say something. Say something, boy. Say something. Say something. We're not leaving until you say something. Come on, give me some more. Give me some more. Give me, buddy. There you go. One more. Say something. Say something to the people. One more, so you can see your beautiful face. Okay, all right, I'll take that. Look at that. I already know he wants to leave. He's like, Pops, fuck the podcast. We gotta go. Shh. Actually, you want me to? I'll carry you like this, like a little baby, because you're so beautiful. My Theo was telling me you gotta cut his nails. Look at these things, brother. These fuckers are over here looking like they'll pluck an eye out, buddy. You want to pluck my eyes out, buddy, with your love? Because you're so fucking beautiful, my furry little friend. So beautiful. I love you, especially when I look in the camera and you look like you're in distress. Are you in distress? My little damsel that's not a Hansel and Gretel in the fucking forest with the witches and the bread. Buddy, I got some bread from the store, buddy. It's super delicious, buddy. Yes. I love you. I'm gonna love you forever. And not just like a little bit, but like a lot of bit. I'm gonna love you forever and ever. You understand? Alright. I'm gonna put you down. Buddy, I'm gonna put you down, buddy. Good boy. Let's see. Oh, okay. So on my holy shit, I'm gonna smack myself in the face with this shit. I reached like over 1,600 accounts in 1 month according to IG, and I think it's dope. I don't really go out there for the views and none of that bullshit. You know, I just do my music and all that, and I put it out there, right? So I'm thinking, like, if Instagram wants you so focused on your engagements, your followers, how many people see you that are non-followers, likes, comments, and all that shit, which comments are a pretty good telltale sign of people that are interested and engaged with the content. It's like, what does that equate to dollars? What does Instagram make off of views? What does Instagram make from views? Let's just do views. Instagram doesn't pay users directly for views, but views can help determine a creator's earning potential. Views can increase content. Okay, who gives a fuck about that? All right, how much did Instagram make in 2023? $50 billion, which is crazy, bruh. Okay, so now we do the highest paid Instagram influencer. Who is the number one footballer? Cristiano Ronaldo is a Portuguese footballer, and the most followed woman is American singer actor Selena Gomez. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so Cristiano Ronaldo Instagram salary $3 fucking million per post. Oh shit, per post on Instagram? How can that be? What? I thought it was gonna be per year, like 3 million. Okay, fuck y'all. But if it's 3 mil a post, let's see how many posts. Let's look it up. Dun, 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 dun. Let's look it up. Not Cristiano Love. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's so cool how his handle's just Cristiano. 3,669 posts. Now let's just say that only 1,000 of them were fucking he got 3 mil for it. Let's just go on and let's just be nice about it. Let's just say 100 of them he got 3 mil for it. That means he got $300 million just for posting on fucking Instagram. That is wild. That's some fucking crazy shit right there. But why does he make? Okay, how does Cristiano Ronaldo make money on Instagram? If he was a country and we counted fanatical followers as loyal citizens, he would be the third largest country in the world behind India. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Let me see. We're both gonna learn shit.
Justin Bieber, man? Still no. The most followed celebrity on Instagram goes by the name of Cristiano Ronaldo with more than 290 million followers. In 2020, CR7 may have earned $1.7 million per sponsored post on the social media platform. Now, he earns more on Insta than from his footballing salary. How does Cristiano Ronaldo earn so much money on Instagram? How is the CR7 empire even managed on the social media platform? I think it's time to talk money, baby.
Fuck, my arms are
Money Time,
tired.
episode 7 on CR. Let's go. In 2021, Cristiano Ronaldo became the every day in several success. Doesn't rest solely on the
Le personnage l'attend pour un sponsor, ça cartonne.
this idea.
Okay, so what I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say he gets sponsored, right? Instagram probably itself doesn't pay fucking people, but I'm pretty sure he gets sponsorship, right? Which would make a lot of sense. That's crazy. That's wild. That literally just like, well, I didn't care. I didn't really need to know that. I mean, I could have guessed that anyway, but I wanted to get down like to the nitty gritty. We got to break the knowledge down here on the God's Hour, and obviously the knowledge is born. So my whole thing is, I don't give a fuck how much this guy makes. How much does Instagram make off of this guy and so many other people? You can't even quantify, because it's like, we all know that these celebrities go to the club and they make a lot of money. They get a bag. The club, let's just say, pays Cardi B 20 bands just to be there. Just to have her name on the flyer. She shows up, woo, Cardi B, and leaves. 20 grand just for that. It's probably more, right? But the club, off of Cardi B's name, makes way more than that. Probably 10 times that much in drinks and VIP and bottle service and this and this and that and all that shit, right? So that's what it's always interesting to me, because if you don't know how much you're making for your boss, that should tell you something, bruh. I don't know. If is it not crazy to think how much you're making? Because I know how much my position makes the people I work for. I know how much I get paid and how much I'm valued to the company. I should be making 10 times more for the company for what I do. That's not an exaggeration. I'm literally saving the company money they'd have to pay at least 2 fucking people to do what I do. But no, I do what I do exceptionally well. And you got to know that with business and just in life, you got to know where you stand in the world. Because if you don't, people are going to take advantage of that. And it's fine. If people take advantage of you, you got to take advantage of other opportunities. Right? What else we got? Fuck these porch pirates. They're coming up. Bruh, I had a package of shirts. And usually when I get my shirts, you know, to get them printed, they come in a box. This time they didn't come in a box. They came in a fucking plastic bag. Like if it was a knapsack with crackers and shit in it. I came home, these fuckers were ripped open already. I said, fuck all y'all porch pirates and shit. Y'all are literally the worst, the lowest of the lows of thieves, bro. Like, you could have just stole it, and I would have contacted the guy and been like, yo, send them shits out again. The porch pirates are under attack. They're attacking Palacio 81, dog. So fuck them. And maybe we'll save some other shit for the next podcast, right? Yeah, man, I'm tired, I'm hungry. I'm gonna give me some fucking food and shit, right? All right, so we'll end it with this. Message of the day. A positive attitude goes a long way. One of my coworkers, he's a new guy. He just rolled through, and he has a super positive attitude. Reminded me a lot kind of like of myself, just having a positive attitude. And now I feel like work takes a lot of that out of you. I feel like work really took my smile, a lot of my energy. And that's why I got this new opportunity, and it looks like I'm locked and loaded, ready to go. And I'm leaving, the old one behind with all my feria. And I'm off to a great start. I'm headed off to greener pastures, evidently. But with this new kid, he's always smiling, looking at me like, hey, man, today's the day, man. We getting that money. It's a good day to be alive, shit like that. And I'm just like, wow, you know what I mean? That shit is like, that's dope, man, because I'm a battery charger too. And he seems like one of those type of personalities. But once in a while, them battery chargers need charges themselves. So I feel like anytime I see him, I'm always like that's what's up. I'm glad to see this fool, because it's always like it puts a fucking pep in my step. You know what I mean? And I feel like just positivity, a positive attitude goes a long way. And I'm like, you're going to get far in life because you have a positive mindset. You wake up every day. You come to work with a positive attitude, like, yeah, we about to get this money. It's going to be a great day. A lot of motherfuckers just come to work like, hey, man, with low-ass energy. This not this fool. This fool, he's coming in. He's ready to rock, and he leaves, you know what I mean? Maybe he's that way because he only comes for like an hour or two, right? But it's just like, ni modo, you know what I mean? Like, this fool's ready to rock and roll, and he's ready to get down. And I appreciate that, man. A positive mindset goes so far just in life, bro. You're not going to get nowhere being a fucking asshole or whatever it is, just a mopey wopey, a wumpty dumpty. Like, you're going to get so much farther in life if you just keep your head held high, your mind cleared, and you're just ready to take the day head on. This is the God's Hour.
Mash Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.